Hello, everyone. Welcome back to My Life Through Music. This is Kiley Mullins with Spiritual Soldiers, and this is the series where we are sharing our songs and the music behind them. Today I'm going to be talking about This Too Shall Pass, which is a song that my mom wrote. I'm going to be explaining it on her behalf, as she doesn't really like to get in front of the cameras. So this was a song that the Lord had blessed her a few years ago, or several years ago, that it was after my dad had passed away. We had taken care of my grandma for a while before she passed away, and there was a lot of things that was going on in our lives that we didn't have very much money that was coming in, and we were taking care of a lot of people and doing things to where we didn't really have jobs. So we didn't have a lot of finances coming in, and things just kept happening, and the Lord was reshaping our ministry, because after my dad passed away and him being the minister and the head of the household, now our music was coming front runner, and things were changing, and we were having to lean on the Lord and in a way for ourselves, to where a lot of times we would rely on my dad for getting close to the Lord, even though we were all close, and we were more used in confirmations with my dad as opposed to hearing specifically just directly from the Lord. And so we were really leaning on the Lord and leaning on the Holy Spirit and trying to see what our ministry was now after all these changes had happened. And in the process of it, because we weren't making any money, we weren't doing anything, we weren't going out anywhere, we were just focused at home and doing things, helping people there. Then we started having things like our phones would get shut off, or our power would get shut off, or we lost our home. There was different things that was happening just because we didn't have it to pay for. And so there was people that would come against us, and there were things, even family and friends, close friends, that would kind of tell us, well, you should probably just let go of the ministry and just, go get a job and do normal life things, and not worry about what the Lord would be telling us. And yet we were wholeheartedly listening to what the Lord wanted in our lives. And he had us in like a Holy Spirit bubble that we knew everything was going to be okay. We knew that everything was going to work out. Even though all of this stuff that was going on around about us, and it was really hard to see certain people turning against us, and people who we had trusted and knew that the Lord was working through our lives. And so it was just a really kind of a difficult time, even though we were doing really well in the Lord, but it was really a lot of other things that was just happening. And so the Lord gave my mom this song, that this too shall pass. And I hope you enjoy it. When Moses came and stood at the sea, the waters were deep, and there was no place to flee. Them, and the Israelites, they were lost. But when Moses came, the waters were deep, and there was no place to flee. Pharaoh came to take them, and going through things, the Lord would always just remind us that it was going to pass, that he was going to get us through, that everything was going to be fine, and that one day it was going to be a memory that we would just look back on, and that we would be able to see and understand why we went through the things that we went through, or why things happened the way that they happened. And even though we didn't know it at the time, that in the future we would be able to understand. And so he always wanted us to just trust him and to know that we were in his hands. And so we did. We trusted him, and even though it hurt that other people were turning against things and turning against our ministry and turning against us, we just put our focus on the Lord. And now it has passed. It's been years later, and I can look back and see, what the Lord brought us through, and the strength that we have because of it, and seeing the things that have turned out because of it, and where he was leading us and guiding us. And even though we don't always know, it's so important to just keep our eyes focused on the Lord, because he will get us through it. And even though it doesn't seem like it'll be better off, it will be. And or maybe not better off. That might be a bad thing to say, because we lost people, and we hurt people, or we didn't hurt people, we were hurt because of people. And we miss people that we've lost because of things, not just to death, but to friendship. And but the Lord knew, and the Lord got us through all of it. And we can see and understand, and now use things as a testimony, use the examples, even for in this example, in the video, that again, we just need to look to the Lord and just trust in the Lord, because no matter what you're going through, no matter how bad it seems, he can get us through it. He can get you through it. And then you'll be able to look back and understand and appreciate and move forward and be stronger. And even though it's hard now, it will pass. I hope you like this video. Thank you again for watching. We hope that you come back and watch again. We've got a lot of music and a lot of stories, and we can't wait to tell of all the testimonies from the things that the Lord has blessed us with. So if you know of somebody that needs to hear the message, then I ask you to pass on the video or the song. Otherwise, you can hit like or subscribe. If you want to know more about our music and our ministry, there's links below that'll take you to our website. It'll take you to our email if you'd like to get a hold of us, or if you want to sign up for our newsletters. We would be more than happy to get you on our newsletter list. Otherwise, we hope that you are blessed, and remember that this too shall pass. If you are going through something, one of these days it'll just be a memory for you to look back on as well. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you again for watching. I'm Kiley Mullins with Spiritual Soldiers, and I will see you later. You might think no one cares.